This is 1 million in cash. Today I'm going to give it all to the woman behind me. She is my ex-wife, 12 years my junior. My business failed years ago, and she chose to divorce me. Many people said she was only with me for the money. But I have always firmly believed she isn't a materialistic woman. Today, I want to win her back. I'm going to test her by asking to borrow money. If she lends it to me, I'll give her this million in cash and this bank card with 2 million on it.
Assistant, remember that. Listen closely for my signal. I'm here.
You rushed me out here. And yet you're late. Are you sick? What do you have to say? What are you doing?
They are my creditors here to collect debt.
What do your creditors have to do with me?
I was just thinking of borrowing 10,000 from you.
What? We're already divorced, Tang Daming. Do you know what you're asking to borrow?
I really have no other way out. You're the only one I could think of. I don't know what to say to you.
How did I ever have such poor judgment back then to pick you?
When, you can't say that. We had so many years of history together.
History? How much is history worth? Don't you know how you went bankrupt back then? Those brothers of yours talked about feelings all day, and what was the result? Why are you still so naive?
When, there are some things you might not understand. I always believe that people have real feelings.
Look, why don't we find a place to eat and sit down to talk?
You're so broke you're borrowing money from me. Eat? What kind of meal are you going to eat?
I still have a few $100s on me.
Keep those few hundred for yourself. Use it for whatever you can. A grown man like you doesn't know how to worry about his own future. I have a date. I'm leaving.
Who are you going on a date with?
Having dinner with our manager.
Is your manager courting you?
That's right. Mind your own business. What, you want to compare yourself to him? Look at you now, delivering food.
I deliver food. Isn't that perfectly fine?
Sure it is. Keep on delivering. Why is it like this?
Could it be that I really misjudged her?
10,000, right? Wait here. Tang Daming, if you don't stand up for yourself, no one can save you.
Didn't you say you had 1 million? Where's the money? That's right, how could I have forgotten? Come here, this is for you.
How did you?
What are you doing here?
Why did you follow me? Didn't I tell you to wait?
I was just worried about you.
Do I need you to worry about me? Here's 20,000.
I only needed 10,000. Why did you give me 20? What?
You won't have enough to live on after paying me back.
Tell me the truth. Did you go borrow money for this? How much?
What are you talking about? Why would I borrow money for you? My friend's father was in such a rush, I didn't have time to prepare. My ride is here, I'm leaving. I have a date. You should understand my love, even though
I noticed her bag is gone. Did she sell it here? I'll go in and ask. She really did sell her bag. So what do we do now? Did you see which direction they went? Look, follow that car in front. That car right there? Yes. Is that it?
Where are they going?
Didn't she say she was going on a date? Why are we at a construction site? What's going on? She's wearing work clothes. She isn't here to work, is she? Let's go down and see.
Hey, don't go in, don't go in.
Go in.
I'm here to find someone.
Register to see someone.
Oh, I need to register, right?
Yes.
Okay, sure, right here, right? Yes, yes, yes. I'm sorry to have let you down. You stood by me when I was down, and I never let you see the truth. Today, I'm going to give this woman 1 million in cash and this card with 2 million on it. She is my ex-wife, 12 years my junior. When I went bankrupt, she chose to divorce me. Now I've made a comeback, but she's not doing well. I want to win her back because, after testing her yesterday, I realized she isn't a vain woman. I wonder if she can accept it. Little Yi, help me record this.
Let's go. You.
It's you. Why are you here again? We've been divorced for so long. What are you doing here?
I'm just worried about you.
I don't need you to worry about me.
Look, I asked to borrow money from you yesterday, and you ended up selling your bag to give it to me. I think you still have feelings for me.
Who told you I sold it? Don't lie to me. I went inside and asked. You sold your bag just to get the money for me. You were in such a rush, I didn't have my card. It's just a bag, isn't it?
Don't deny it, you still have feelings for me.
Tang, don't be ridiculous. Look in the mirror, you're 12 years older than me. When I was with you, I was just young and naive. Stop being so conceited, okay?
But.
You can't say that. At the very least, our time together was beautiful. Beautiful? What was beautiful about it?
Have you ever cooked a meal for this family? Have you ever lifted a finger? What have you ever taken care of?
Wasn't that just because I was busy?
Busy with what? Busy going out drinking and coming home in the middle of the night? Coming home drunk, making a mess everywhere, not even washing your feet? Why am I the one cleaning up after you? You've always been so distant.
Then why are you still with me?
Don't my friends all say I'm only with you for the money? Yes, exactly, just for the money.
I never thought that's how you viewed our past.
That's putting it mildly. Have you ever cared about me? There was a time it was pouring rain outside. It was windy and thundering. You knew I was scared and timid. But what did you do? You didn't come home all night. Do you know how I got through that?
Didn't I explain that to you back then? The company really had an emergency. I couldn't get away.
What about after the company went bankrupt? Weren't you still the same? Not coming home until midnight.
It's painful.
Do you still remember how we got divorced? We were completely estranged. Do you know how we lost the baby? You didn't come home for half a month, and you didn't even answer my calls. Where exactly did you go?
Honey, I think you've misunderstood me. Can you let me explain?
No more explanations. Our time together is over.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Why? You know why. Why did she react so strongly? I only just realized she had such a big misunderstanding from back then. If it's a misunderstanding, then go after her and explain it clearly. Come with me to order some flowers.
Order flowers? Is that enough? Let's go to her place. I have to clear this up with her today. It's so late. Does she even still live here? She lives right here. What if she moved out? She shouldn't have. Let's wait a bit. You mentioned earlier that there was a misunderstanding. What actually happened back then? That was my fault. I neglected her. My business failed and I went bankrupt. And right then, she was pregnant. She was just a few months away from giving birth. We needed money for so many things at home. Luckily, I heard about a fishing boat that was short-handed and needed someone for a 15-day trip.
$30,000 yuan.
It was a great opportunity, so I accepted it on the spot. But they required me to leave immediately. Did you tell her about it? I called her, but her friend answered. They said she had gone out. We were completely cut off. I was just in such a rush. I just left a message for her to pass on. So, you earned those 30,000 in over 10 days? That couldn't have been easy. It must have been rough. It was very rough. It was my first time on a fishing boat. The rocking made me feel like I would throw up. It was my first time doing that job. It was exhausting and urgent. I didn't have any experience. The first time I cast the net, I was dragged into the sea. That seawater was freezing, like a struggle. I was struggling in the sea at that moment. All I could think of was your face. I kept thinking for days.
What if I never made it back?
How would you manage alone? How much would you bear? What happened after that? Luckily, the people behind me found me. They pulled me up. After getting off the boat, when the captain put those 30,000 yuan into my hands, I held them. I clutched those 30,000 yuan.
I was crying while I was running. I just wanted to get home quickly. To see you sooner.
Since you worked so hard to earn money, why did your wife divorce you then? When I got home, she wasn't there. So I went to her parents' place to find her. I hadn't even said a word when she asked for a divorce. She said she was tired of this bitter life, that's what. So you agreed to it? How could I possibly agree? I was in my. I said, just give me half a year. I will definitely let you live well again. She showed me her stomach. It should have been.
When I saw that.
When I saw her stomach, I was stunned. Wait, what happened? Why were you stunned? She said she had aborted the child. Saying she never wanted anything to do with me again. She found a man younger and wealthier than me. Even now, until today, I still won't give up. It turns out it was just a misunderstanding.
She always thought that those 10 days.
I was out gambling. Hey, that misunderstanding. Look, it's so late now. She might not even be living here anymore. Look, take my advice, you can't delay this illness anymore, it's very dangerous.
Let's wait. I want to earn more money while I still can. Your ex-wife, wasn't she quite wealthy? You can't do that. Why do you need money from her? Dr. Lee. You don't know, she went bankrupt and is now delivering food. It breaks my heart to see it. No.
I want to hug her, but I can't even get close. You once lived for me, and I let you down. I'm sorry for letting you cry. Today, I'm going to give all 1 million in cash to one woman. She is my ex-wife, 12 years my junior. When I went bankrupt, she chose to divorce me. Now I have made a comeback, while she is a million in debt. I want to win her back because I realized she isn't a materialistic woman. I'm going to propose to her. These are my employees behind me here to cheer me on. Will I succeed today? Yes.
Xiaoyan, help me record this. They're coming. You guys step aside, step aside. You're here.
Why did you call me here again?
Wen, there's actually a misunderstanding between us. I want to explain it clearly.
There's no need to explain. It's meaningless.
Wenwen, you can't be so impulsive. It's not easy for two people to be together. I don't want a misunderstanding to be a lifelong regret for both of us.
Daming, do you still not understand by now? I don't see a future with you. I don't want to live a hard life with you anymore.
Hey, I actually know you're just being stubborn. You still love me. And now, I have the ability to give you a good life. Come here. This 1 million in cash is all prepared for you.
Where did you get the money?
I earned it all myself. How could you earn it?
Wenwen, you've actually always had a misunderstanding about me. After I went bankrupt, I wasn't idle. I was out looking for projects. You were pregnant at the time. I didn't want you and the baby to suffer along with me. That's why I kept working hard. Later, you divorced me. I was deeply heartbroken. I swore I would make a comeback. Now, I've done it. How is that possible in just 1 year? 1 year is indeed very short. You know I used to do business, right? I knew many friends back then who gave me a lot of help. That's how I managed to reach this level in such a short time.
Friends? Those deadbeats? Don't you remember how you went bankrupt in the first place?
Wen, there are some things you might not be clear about. You might not understand them, right? I probably can't explain it clearly in just a word or two. I know you're living a hard life right now. I just really want to help you.
Help me? Don't you remember how you swindled money out of my hands back then? You said it was for a big project, but you ended up paying off your friend's debts. Is that the only time you've done something like that?
Wen, I'm not lying to you this time. I earned all this money myself.
I don't believe you.
The money is right here. What would it take for you to believe me?
I won't believe you no matter what.
Why?
No reason. Just stop contacting me and don't try to deceive me with these things anymore.
How could you?
Don't touch me. Stop contacting me. I'm leaving.
Hey.
So you're her ex-husband?
And you are?
I'm her colleague.
Oh, hello.
Good? How is this good? If you were really that rich, why would you let her pay off your debts?
She paid off my debts?
Stop putting on an act. Back when you went bankrupt, the suppliers wanted to sue you for over $1 million in loans. Why didn't they sue you later? It was because Wenwen borrowed every penny she could to pay them off for you. Wenwen, why have you lost so much weight these past 2 years? It's all to pay back the money, day after day. I'm sorry, I made you cry. You once gave everything for me. Yet I always left you with teary eyes. Now, let's start over. Our encounter wasn't meant to be, yet you center my world. Why did you have to appear in my dreams and stay in them?
Today, I am going to return this million to my ex-wife, who is 12 years my junior and continued to pay off my debts even after our divorce. Hello everyone, I'm Daming. Many people said she only stayed with me for money, but I always believed she wasn't a materialistic woman. But right after I went bankrupt, she chose to divorce me. I only recently learned that to help pay my debts, she was working 3 jobs a day, sleeping only 3 hours, and now her health seems to be failing. Guys, such a wonderful woman. Should I win her back and take care of her? This is where she works, and I have to find her today. I'm looking for someone.
If you're looking for someone, please register. Register, right? Forgot to bring my ID badge. This badge, right? Come on. Why are you still? You can't find her here. Go check over at that office. Hey, hello. May I ask if you know Wenwen?
Who are you looking for her for? I'm her ex-husband. You're Wenwen's ex-husband?
Yes. Do you know where she is?
She didn't come in today.
She didn't come? Do you know where she went?
Just go. I'm not telling you. I'm begging you, if you know, please tell me, okay? I know you all have prejudices against me. Actually, our divorce was just a misunderstanding. I'm here specifically to apologize to her. You all know how much she's struggling right now, right? I can help her. I beg you, please tell me, okay? She's suffering so much right now. You don't want to see her continue to suffer, do you?
You still know she's living like this because of you. Otherwise, she wouldn't be so sick. What do you mean, so sick? It's nothing.
I beg you, please tell me.
Ask her yourself.
Do you know where she is? The hospital.
Go on then.
I'm going right now.
Slow down, I'm coming. How are you going to help her? The doctor prescribed treatment, but she didn't get hospitalized.
Didn't get hospitalized? Why not? I'll call again. Hello, the number you have dialed is switched off. Please try again later. Still switched off. Still switched off. So what do we do now? I'll ask an acquaintance to contact her doctor. Yes. The tumor is slowly growing and is already quite serious. Is she in any danger right now? There is definitely still a risk. She needs to start treatment as soon as possible. Then, her. When was this condition first discovered? The last report was 2 years ago. It was discovered 2 years ago? Notify the patient to get treatment and surgery as soon as possible, okay? Sorry for the trouble. Okay. What's the situation? What's going on? Her condition is not very optimistic. She has a tumor in her brain. Ah,
We found out before we got divorced. I'm only finding out now.
she could be in danger at any moment. I have to find her, but where can I find her right now?
Go to her house?
She must be suffering so much. It's the house I bought her before we got married, do you? Is Wen not at home?
When?
Isn't this Wen's house?
Oh, you mean the previous owner.
She sold the house to me. Sold you the house? Do you know why she wanted to sell it? I heard she was paying off her ex-husband's debts. Her ex-husband is really heartless. They're already divorced, yet she still has to pay his debts. Even selling the house wasn't enough. She had to work multiple jobs every day. If only time could turn back and you could take me away. If only time could accept that there's no more worry, envious of you being free. I will become you. People everywhere.
I finally got the test report. The situation is very bad now. There's a tumor growing in her brain. Hello everyone, I'm Tang Na Daming, and this is my former partner's test report. Her doctor said she is in danger at any time, but she refuses treatment and has been hiding from me. I must find her today. Bring her back for treatment. Is this the place? Does her mother understand me?
Although my mom.
No one. No one. Where could she have gone?
Go check where her mother works. Let's go check the workplace. We can't.
Does the lady work here? Yes, that's right.
Mom.
Is that her?
Mom, come here, look at you, Mom. How is your health lately?
Still pretty good. Are you still working? You should work less, it's bad for your eyes. Okay, I'll stop doing it. Has she been back these past 2 days? She hasn't been back.
I've been looking for her for several days. I can't find her. Do you know where she went? Although I never.
She went on a long trip. Did she tell you where she was going?
Oh, okay, it's fine. Mom, take care of yourself. I was just passing by to see you. I'll come back another day, okay? Alright, I'm leaving then. Oh, I won't eat. Not eating? I'm quite busy, so I'll come see you another day, okay? Stay inside and take care.
The auntie can't speak? She's had a hard life too. When she was young, she had an accident that damaged her vocal cords. She couldn't speak anymore, yet she's still working at her age. That's why they say she's had a rough life. It's barely enough to get by. Alright then. What's wrong? What is this thing? Oh, okay. Why? Why are you still unwilling to give up on her? Your sister-in-law left this for you. Daming, I don't know when you'll read this letter, but I know you will. I didn't misjudge you. I told Mom that if you could find this place, she should give you this letter. I believe this time has been very difficult for you. Actually, I didn't truly mean to say those heartless things to you. Thinking back to when we were together, I was truly happy. I have never blamed you for anything, and I can't let you go. But I had no other choice. Divorcing you was forced. You were struggling so much after going bankrupt. You were so ambitious, I couldn't let you be distracted. Actually, I saw everything you did for me. You worked day and night to earn money while pretending to go out drinking and gambling. I knew you were just afraid I'd worry. I also knew that the 15 days you disappeared were spent working at sea, and I know you almost didn't make it back. I was so worried I couldn't sleep for nights. That's why I became even more determined to leave you. I didn't want to be a burden to you. At that time, I had already been diagnosed with my illness. It required a lot of money. I couldn't add any more pressure to you. My health has been getting worse over these 2 years. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. Don't look for me. I don't want to experience the pain of separation by death. You came looking for me the other day. I almost couldn't help but throw myself into your arms. But I couldn't. I did all this because I didn't want you to have any illusions about me. You still have a long road ahead of you. You will have a good future. The only thing I can't let go of is my mother. You two are the only people I am closest to. When you have time, please look after her. I won't be able to care for her in her old age. Don't tell her that I'm afraid she won't be able to take it. Stop looking for me, and forget me. Don't drink like that anymore. It's bad for your stomach. Your stomach always hurts after you drink. Take good care of yourself. Talk properly. I'm sorry for failing you. You once stood up for me, yet I always let you cry. It's too late now.
You will never see her again for the rest of your life.
Xiaomei, don't go. Listen to me. This is a farewell letter. It's from my ex-wife, who is 12 years younger than me. She wrote it to me. She is seriously ill, yet she quietly paid off over $1 million in debts for me. But now, she refuses treatment, and she has gone missing. Hello everyone, I'm Daming. Many people said she was only with me for the money. But I never believed she was a materialistic woman. However, right after I went bankrupt, she chose to divorce me. After years of hard work, I've made a comeback, but I recently learned that after our divorce, she worked 3 jobs a day, slept only 3 hours, and quietly paid off over $1 million in debts for me. This is where her mother works. She left this letter for me here. She must be here. I have to see her today. Does Auntie know about her condition? No, she doesn't. Don't let it slip later. Let's go. Mom. I came to see you. I brought you some supplements. Remember to take them. Don't be stingy, it's good for you. Have you eaten? Okay, I'm sitting. Have you eaten? Why are you still doing this work? Don't do it anymore, stop it. I have to earn money. Mom, let me ask, this. Wenwen left this for me, right? This is the letter Wenwen left for me? After she left this letter, has she been back? No, did she tell you where she went? She didn't say.
Aunt, I've come to see you. Oh, Daming, why are you here?
Hey, who are you?
You really have a short memory. You don't even recognize me?
Sorry, I really don't have much of an impression.
Think harder.
Little cousin, I'm sorry. Girls really change as they grow up. I didn't recognize you.
Don't give me that nonsense. Come here. You sit down first. I need to talk to everyone.
Oh, slow down. What could be so important that we have to walk this far? You made my sister suffer so much. How do you have the face to come here?
There are indeed many things that I really didn't know.
My sister did so much for you, and you didn't know anything? Are you even human?
It's true. It's my fault. What do you know? Can you tell me about it?
Do you know about my sister's situation?
I only found out about it recently.
Do you know how much she suffered just to get that million for you? She went everywhere to borrow money, even kneeling down to people. Why? Why is she so foolish? Foolish? She really is foolish. Do you remember when you stood as a guarantor for your friend? I remember. Your friend owed money to suppliers. If my sister hadn't covered it for you, you'd be in jail.
Why? Why didn't I know about this?
What else could you possibly know?
I'm sorry, I was really too careless.
Do you know how much she suffered? To earn a little extra money, she even cleaned toilets for others. You know she has a cleanliness obsession, right? For weeks she couldn't eat home-cooked meals. The sight of food made her want to vomit.
Where is she? Do you know where she is? You do, don't you?
Don't even think about seeing her ever again.
Wait, don't go, listen to me. You know where she is, don't you? You have to tell me. She's in danger right now.
Danger? What kind of danger could she be in? I think she's only in danger when she's with you.
Calm down, don't get agitated. Her illness cannot be delayed any longer.
Illness? She was so healthy. What illness could she have?
You didn't know? It's inside her head.
You mean she had headaches? She had headaches often even before you divorced. You didn't even know that?
That was truly my negligence. She actually has a tumor in her head. Don't lie to me. I'm not lying to you. Xiaoyan, bring me that report. This is your sister's medical report.
I won't look. I know it's fake.
I'm really not lying to you. Take a look at it, just listen. Her situation is very bad right now. She could be in danger at any moment. You know where she is, right? Please, you have to tell me, will you?
Is this true?
It's true, I'm not lying to you.
I don't know where she went either. She told me she was going somewhere far away and wouldn't be back for a while, and asked me to check on her aunt when I had time. What should we do now?
Don't worry, I will find her.
Can you not be anxious? She's always been the best to me. Don't worry, little sister, I will definitely find her, okay? But for now, we must not let the old lady know about this. Alright?
Okay.
How about this? You go be with the old lady first, and I'll think about where else she might have gone. Alright.
Don't be too anxious yourself. We'll definitely. A while back I think I sent her a couple of packages. They should have the address. Really?
Hurry and go check quickly. Hey. I drove over 1,500 kilometers to find my ex-wife. She chose to divorce me after I went bankrupt. After the divorce, she silently helped me pay off over $1 million in debt, working 3 jobs and sleeping only 3 hours a day. Today, I want to ask her why she divorced me back then, and why she helped me so much afterward. She's hiding from me now, running off to such a remote place. I must find her today. I have to get this cleared up with her. Let's go, there's someone over there. Excuse me, sir, can I ask you something? Take a look here. Have you seen this girl? Let me see.
No, I haven't seen her. Okay, thank you. I'll go ask over there. Hey, hello, I'd like to ask a question. Take a look at this girl, have you seen her?
This girl looks a bit familiar. I might have seen her over there today. Over there? Yes, it seems like over there. Thank you.
It's nothing.
Look.
Is that her? Hey. Yes, it is. Let's go.
Fill it up. Slowly. How much do you want?
A bag of rice. How did you find this place?
Wait, why did you come to a place like this?
We are already divorced. Can you stop pestering me?
Talk to me. Back when you divorced me, Was there some hidden reason?
What hidden reason? I just didn't want to live with you anymore.
I don't believe it. If it was really like you said, why did you pay off so much debt for me after the divorce? I just felt sorry for you. You felt sorry for me? Pitying me? You only sleep 3 hours a day and work 3 jobs.
Yeah. Is there a problem with that?
Tell me the truth. When you divorced me back then, it wasn't because I went bankrupt and had no money. It was because you found out you were ill.
Right?
Who told you that?
Don't lie to me. I know this is yours, right? Yes.
How do you have this?
I talked to your attending physician. He said your condition was diagnosed 2 years ago. So you divorced me back then because you didn't want to drag me down, right?
No. I divorced because you couldn't afford the fees.
Then why did you sell the house and not get your surgery? You went to pay off my debts. How much was it?
I just didn't want to owe you anything.
You didn't?
You risked your own life and skipped your surgery just to pay my debts?
They were pressuring me. If I didn't pay them, they would have thrown you in jail.
So you felt my affairs were more important than your own life?
I didn't want to owe you.
Hey,
Tell me the truth. You don't have to lie to me, you just care about me.
You know it, yet you still ask. Daming. When I was with you back then, you were so wealthy. Your friends all said I was only with you for the money. Do you know how painful it was for me to hear that? Later, you went bankrupt. You didn't even know how to wash clothes. You went out to work. You didn't know how to do anything. You went out to fish at sea. You were risking your life to earn money. Do you know how hard that was for me?
You knew all of this.
I don't regret anything I did for you.
I regret it. I regret that I ignored you. Something so major happened and I didn't notice at all. I've let you down.
Daming. You are a responsible man. You deserve better.
Stop talking. I've succeeded now, I'm back on my feet, and I can give you happiness and everything you need.
Stop fooling me. Money isn't that easy to earn.
I'm really not lying to you. Go and get the money.
Daming. If you really care about me, will you visit me when you have time? Can you leave me alone?
You still know. It wasn't easy for your mom to raise you. Are you willing to let her bury her own child?
That's why I hid away. Please don't tell her, okay?
I invited her here. Look. That's 1 million in cash, and I have cards here too. I have cards here too. These cards have millions in them, and I have cars, houses, and a company. I can cover all your expenses. You need to go back and get your surgery.
You really succeeded.
It's true. We can live a good life now. I knew I wasn't wrong about you. Come back with me, let's get that surgery done, okay?
Daming. You deserve better. Don't hold on to me anymore.
Why did I do all of this? You. Without you, even if I succeed, it's worth nothing. You need to go back.
Surgery might not even cure my illness. It's just a waste of money.
I don't care. I care. I don't want you to die.
Close your eyes. Meeting in a gentle breeze, you appear in my dreams, and I can't believe you're here.
Notify all shareholders. Do you think he will agree? I'll find a way. You search this way. I'll go this way.
Hello, sisters and aunts. I am Tang Daming. I just came from the hospital. This is my ex-wife Wenwen's medical report. Her current condition is very poor. The tumor in her brain is already pressing against many nerve tissues. If she doesn't have surgery soon, she might only have a few months left, but the surgery risk is huge, likely facing two outcomes, either losing her memory or being bedridden forever. I am very conflicted. Should I insist on persuading her to have the surgery? Or should I quietly accompany her through the remaining time? My ex-wife's kindness to me is something I can never repay in this lifetime. Back when I went bankrupt and was under heavy financial pressure, I was running around every day looking for opportunities. She developed this condition during that time, but to avoid being a burden to me, she hid it and found an excuse to divorce me. I only found out recently how much she did for me after the divorce. At that time, I was caught in trouble because of a contract guarantee. She secretly sold her house. She even borrowed money from everyone to scrape together over $1 million to help me pay the compensation. Later, to pay off the debt, she worked 3 jobs a day, sleeping only 3 hours, which caused her condition to drag on and on. I wonder if she had used that money for her surgery, things wouldn't be this bad today. I can never repay her, but I really don't know what to do now. Should I persuade her to save her life first? Or should I respect her own wishes? She is a very strong-willed person. She never wants to trouble anyone. If her future life requires others to take care of her, that would undoubtedly be painful for her. But no matter the result, I am willing to spend my whole life caring for her. But right now, I really. The woman behind me is my ex-wife, 12 years my junior. Today, I am going to do 3 things for her. Hello everyone, I am Tang Daming. Years ago, my ex-wife's health had problems when it happened to be when I went bankrupt. Financial pressure was immense. To avoid dragging me down, she chose to hide it from me. And she found an excuse to file for divorce. After the divorce, she secretly sold her own house. Instead of using it for her treatment, she quietly helped me pay off over $1 million in debt, causing his condition to worsen. Now that I've finally turned things around, I've learned everything he did for me. I can never repay the kindness I owe him in this lifetime. He's having surgery tomorrow, and it's very high risk. I don't know what the outcome will be. So, I want to do 3 things for him before that. Let's go. I won't give up. You're having surgery today, and I want to give you a few gifts.
What kind of gifts?
First, cover your eyes.
Why? Why be so mysterious?
You'll see in a moment. Auntie, go bring the car around. Be careful.
Where are you taking me?
You'll see in a moment.
You're making me so nervous.
We're almost there. Watch the steps. You should understand me. Alright, we're here.
Big brother.
Isn't this the house we lived in before?
That's right.
Big brother.
I sold it. How did you get us inside? This house holds so many of our memories. We started our life together right here in this place. It's very important to you. Even after we moved to the villa, you couldn't bear to rent it out. You said this was our beginning and our safe haven. When we are both old, we will come back to this little house. Sitting on the balcony every day to watch the sunrise. I know how heartbroken you were when you sold it to help me pay off my debts. So I bought it back, and the decor is back to how it was. After you're discharged, we'll move back here, watch the sunrise, and keep a cat again.
After the divorce, I had to give the cat away. You don't need to say anything, I already know.
We started raising that cat when we were first together, and you poured so much love into it. You treated it like our own child, and every time we went out, you couldn't bear to leave it behind and would take it with you. You said that it would be scared without its mom and dad. I can understand how helpless and frustrated you felt when you had to send it away, but your health had failed. You were afraid that if you collapsed, you wouldn't be able to look after it. I actually understand everything. You don't need to blame yourself.
I miss it so much. I don't even know where it is now.
Have I been too irresponsible? You don't need to blame yourself. Come here and look.
Is that our cat?
Take a look.
Do ya? It really is, do ya? How did you find it? I didn't even know where it was. Honey, you have to believe me. As long as there is hope, everything will have a happy ending. Thank you, big brother. Actually, I have one more gift for you. What else is there?
Honey, you've always been the one taking care of me. Every day, you've been the one cooking for me.
Today, I want to cook for you. Since when do you know how to cook? You can't even fry an egg, let me do it.
Sister, you have to trust me, okay? Just sit here and wait.
Okay.
You should understand my love. Don't peek, I've never. I've silently cared for you, why can't you? I can't give up on your love, it's my long-held hope. Not keeping your love would be an endless hurt. My heart is a blank slate. Watching you make this tomato and egg stir fry, I've never seen you cook before, have I? Sigh, I've been practicing for a long time just to make this meal. Before this, I didn't even. When I cooked meat, I didn't even know frozen meat needed to be thawed. Thinking about it now, it really wasn't easy for your sister-in-law to cook for me at the start. She didn't know anything. The oil would splash all over her. It would scare her into crying, all that silent concern for you. ... You still can't understand. Cook. I don't want to give up. Bye. You've been with me since you were 18, taking care of my life since you were so young. Starting from knowing nothing at all, to eventually becoming a virtuous wife. I know how much hardship and helplessness you went through. I still remember the first time you cooked for me. Oil splashed onto your hands. You were scared to tears and even forgot to add salt.
But that meal was the best I have ever eaten in my life.
Today is the first time I'm cooking for you. Maybe it doesn't taste very good, but you have to believe me. I will try to learn and do better. I can eventually do as well as you did. No matter the result of tomorrow's surgery, you must trust me. I can take care of you. Okay?
I'll do it for you.
Who's there? People are everywhere.
It's delicious. It's all right. I want some too.
Yes. I am.